Sodium hydroxide solution reacted with tetraoxosulfate acid to give salt and water only. The mole ratio of acid to base is. So now this is another simple question in chemistry. This question is a past question from NECO. So for us to solve this question is that we are going to provide equation of reaction for this process. Then from there, you can now derive our mole ratio. So sodium hydroxide is NaOH plus tetraoxosulfate is H2SO4 to give salt and water only. No other substance was formed, it's only salt and water. So for us to form our salt, we're going to deduce this particular compound to show their reaction. So now this is hydrogen H plus, this is SO4 2 minus, and this is Na plus, and this is OH minus. So if you're able to do this, then you've solved this question complete. If you're able to do, you solve this question complete. So now you can see that I've split this question, this equation, this compound into two parts. So thus H2SO4 will pick hydrogen to form water, while sodium will pick sulfate to form sodium sulfate. So now when picking this, they are going to interchange their ions or their charges. They're going to exchange their charge or their ions to form that particular compound. So when this sodium combine with this SO4 will give the two charge to sodium. So it will now be Na2SO4. So that means sodium has given the one charge to this. So now water will now combine with hydrogen. OH will combine with hydrogen to form water. So this will be H2O. So after doing this, the next thing is for us to balance the equation. So if you look at balancing of chemical equation, so we have sodium here. Sodium here is 1. Oxygen here is 5. Hydrogen here is 3. Sodium here is 2. So I've not added sulfur. Sulfur here is 1. So now sodium here is 2. Oxygen here is 5. Oxygen is 5. Then hydrogen is 2. While sulfur is also 1. So if you look at it, if you look at the equation, sodium is not balanced. So since sodium is not balanced, you're going to add 2 to this side. So sodium now changes to 2. Yeah. So since sodium has changed to 2, everything here will change. Everything here will change except sulfur. So oxygen here will now become 2 plus 4, 6. Oxygen will now be 2 plus 4, 6. Then hydrogen will be 2 plus 2, 4. And sulfur still remain 1. So now over here, sodium is 2. Sodium is balanced. Oxygen here is what? Is still 5. So, and hydrogen also is also what? 2. So we need 2 to balance hydrogen to make it 4. So we add 2 to this. So after adding 2 to that, hydrogen will now become 4. Then oxygen will now become 2 plus 4, making 6. So the equation is balanced. So since the equation is now balanced, we can now reduce our ratio. So the ratio of acid to base, so the ratio here is 2:1. Now, which one is an acid? This is an acid and this is a base. So the question was ratio of acid to base. So the acid is ratio 1:2.